I think if you're entering any Schengen country for the very first time, it is important that you inform the body in charge of it of your legal entry into the country. So if you're entering Portugal for the very first time, the country should be aware of your legal entry into Portugal. Today's video is going to be an informative video because it would be useful for anyone coming into Portugal for the very first time. Whether you're going to use a Portuguese student visa or you're coming in through a D7 visa or the golden visa, whichever visa you're using to come into Portugal to obtain your temporary resident card, then this video is for you. You don't have to skip any minute of this video. So if you're coming across this video for the very first time and you're interested in knowing more about Portugal, whether as a student or as a visitor, or you're planning to migrate to Portugal, you are welcome. I'm Bayobi. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and turn on your post notification so that you will be notified whenever I put up any video. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Today's topic is an important one from the title, Legal Entry into Portugal. It means you're coming into Portugal is legal, that you did not come in through a crooked means, and that your passport has a visa in it. And the moment you come into Portugal, there is a body that should be aware that you are already in Portugal. The body is called SEF. They are called Serviço de Estrangeiros. I don't want to murder the name, so I'll be writing the name on the screen. So you can check that also in the description below. This body should be aware that you have entered into Portugal legally. Before now, when you enter Portugal, you are expected to come safe and inform them about your legal entry into the country, and also to book the time, the date, and where you can begin the process of your temporary resident card. But of recent, they have made it easier in such a way that when you apply for a visa and you are finally granted, then at the point of collecting your passport at the embassy, and information from SEF would also be included. Then the information contains the date, when and where to have appointments with SEF. So upon arrival into Portugal, you don't need to book any appointment date with SEF because they have already provided them to you. So right now, I'll be sharing my screen for you to see the list of documents that you would be needing at SEF. So watch me and let's do it together. So this is my default page. Usually I like using Google so that I can translate whenever I want to. So what I do is to write SEF Portugal, then it takes me to their link, right? So here I click on this. It's opened. I love I love translating. So I've translated it to English now so I can work on the system. I move down. Yes, to know more about Portugal, you're just coming into Portugal, you need to report yourself. If you're a student, you click on Study in Portugal. If you want to call SEF to still confirm your appointment date, you can click here as you're saying. But since I'm a student, I click on Study in Portugal, and then it will open up and bring you to this page. You can read it by yourself and see what is obtainable there. So right now, they said select an option. I'm a student and I want the resident card. So resident permit for higher education students, okay? So I click on it. Depending on what you want, like a student will click on study in Portugal. So I click here, higher education, it would launch me to this side. And here you can see all the documents being shown. Read it, take your time, read it, know what documents you need to take along with you. You can see it now. They said two recent identical photograph in color. You can read it. You need your passport or other valid travel document. You have your passport. If you are from Nigeria, you use your Nigerian passport. Okay. The third one is valid residence visa. You have your visa in your passport. They should see it. You have to make photocopy of all this, okay? So the next one is evidence of sufficient means of sustenance. So you need to open an account here in Portugal. And you know, the moment you come into Portugal, you have to get your NIF number, which is very, very important. You get your NIF number, then you open an account in Portugal. You can put a little amount of money into it. They want to know that you have enough money to sustain you while you are in Portugal. So another one here is evidence that the applicant has adequate accommodation. You have to show them a proof, a contract letter that you have obtained from your landlord, from the person you rented accommodation from. They want to know you have a space where you're going to live in Portugal. So these are basically what you need. You can scroll down and see all you need, okay? So they said permission for SEF. They are the one that will do this by themselves. Then other specific documents that you would be needing. You need evidence of entry into the national territory and the criminal record of the applicant country. So if you are from Nigeria, your police report also is very, very important. You need that while you'll be going to SEF, okay? So another one is evidence of registration in a higher education institute. You are a student, right? And you have clicked on that icon. So you need a letter from the school showing that you have registered in that school, and also evidence of tuition payment required. Yes, you need this. If you're a student, you have to show them evidence that you have paid either 1 month, either 2 months, or 3 months of the school fees. These are the requirements that you would be needing. Another important document that you would also need is health insurance. I'm sure some of you have asked me how you're going to get that. It's not difficult. All you need to do is to walk to any bank in Portugal and tell them about it, that you need an insurance. So they will process it for you. You know, as a student, majority of us might be thinking, would it be expensive? You can ask them to give you the cheapest one, or the one you feel you can afford, okay? It's not too expensive. You can still afford that. Then the last one here is evidence of means of sustenance and evidence of tuition payment. Okay. All these I've also mentioned it. I think they're repeating it again. You can just go through it. Now that I'm going to put the link in the description box. So if you want to get more information about the documents that you would be needing, check the description box, okay? Then there are notes. It's not everyone that applies for the temporary resident card that would be given. There are those that will go, maybe they have checked your document and see probably you have defaulted or you might have done something. You can read all these notes and see reasons why one won't be given a residency permit, okay? I'm sure with this link, it would help 1 or 2 persons in getting more information about what you would be needing. And also note that there is a fee that you would pay at SEF. Usually, if you click on this icon here, you're going to see the fee that you're going to pay. For a student, it is 156.65 euros. So now you know the documents that you'll be needing and also the fee that you would be paying at SEF. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for. Thank you so much. Yeah. Now you're already out. Now that you know the documents that you will be needing and the fee, I'm sure it will help you in preparing what you need or what you will be needing at SEF, right? So guys, every of the information that you would be needing at SEF on the appointment date have already been explained. So do it well by ensuring that you have all your documents handy so that on that day you go in and process your temporary resident card. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? And if you have been getting values and you have also not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on your post notification so that you would always be notified whenever I put up another video. Okay, bye, ciao.